my head in. Doodly-doo. Just booting up the tablet. I didn't realise it switched off. I thought it was on quiet mode, if you like. Here we go. About time. Come on. Kick in. Right. See if we can work this. So, you know, I'm not very good at this. Right, there we go. Kick YouTube up. Bear with me. Hello, wake up. We're in. Right. Here we go. Nearly there. Hopefully. Evening, Cameron. Evening, Fred. Evening, Andrew. Hope you're all well. Are we nice and loud and you can hear me all right? Or am I dull and boring as always? Pull that over a bit, just more. It seems to be okay. Right. Welcome to me again. Lovely. Thank you. Brilliant. Right. Tonight's going to be a little bit different. Obviously, we'll still do the Q&A, but we got delivered this beauty today. So I'm going to do a change. Normally, I would do all my reviews recorded and then just put them up on YouTube. But after speaking to Mr. Richard Roberts last week, he's encouraged me to do all my work live. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to go through Kinetic Gold's or Kinetic Models Gold version of the IA58 Picara. Now, here's something that Fred will be interested in. You've probably seen a photograph of it already. But I've also got this, and I haven't looked in the box. Same, I haven't looked in the one at the bottom. This has not been touched since that arrived. So if I get a chance, if it doesn't go on too long, I'll give you a sweet, mate. This is your fault, and I will be shouting at you if it goes wrong. This will be next up on the bench. So let's put this to one side for a second. And we'll go along to what we've got on the bench at the moment, which is our GWH Great Wall Hobbies F15i, which is the Israeli version. She's been deckled up. She's all ready to rumble. I finished doing what I was doing on for Sunday night. So this is what we come up with. So she's going on. I've done the tails. Where are the tails? Here's the tails with the beautiful eagle head on the tail. So Set and Solid doing their business. They are flat. The decals from these on these kits, the GWH kits, are absolutely superb. They even put more than one stencil data on the decal. Hi Nick, hope you're well, mate. So all good there. Shield's ready for the weekend. Hopefully get her finished. All the bombs are painted, the missiles are painted. And they've got to be deckled in, but that's about it. So what we're going to do tonight is do a quick, or say quick, depends how quick we go. Yeah, I'm good, mate. It's a bit shattered, but I'm all right. Work has gone quite well, so I'm just shattered, that's all. It's a good job you can't see me tonight because my eyes are like pea holes in the snow. Right, so we've got Vinny's, or Vinny had a lot to do with this, a personal friend of mine in Brazil. We've got our Pucara. Now, I say this nearly every week, but living close to Norfolk and Suffolk Aviation Museum, they actually have an original Argentinian Pucara, which was brought back from the Falklands War 31 years ago, I believe. So I've got plenty of, I'm going to go down there this Sunday and get some photographs and make sure I've got everything up to date. And it's still in its original paint. So all well and good. So what we got here? Quite a big box. Oh, we've got cartograph decals. And two Bobs designed the decals, which is fantastic. So we all know that. Oh, and if we hit the 20 mark, I'll also be doing a giveaway. So we'll see how we get on. We're at 8 at the minute, which is fine, which is good. But anyway, carrying on with this. So on the sides, might be a little bit out of focus. I've had to change the lens tonight, so we could be just a little bit out of focus, but there you go. So you've actually got some good photographs of the Pucara. The front wheel well, the nose section, propeller internals. I'm sorry, the externals of the propeller. The nose, part of the ejection seat. Why they bothered with that, I don't know. Okay, some information, and it includes the IA58A, 58D, highly detailed cockpit, super detailed MAG and NLG bay, bulge tyres, new engraving technology. Oh, that'd be good. Including TER rack and an MER rack. So on the ends, just give you kit number, which is K4808. Again, sorry about that. And we've got the A and D picture, so you can do one in the Argentinian colours and one in the green and ocean grey with a middle grey at the bottom. Presume that's what it is, don't know for certain. Other end, not a lot. Right, I haven't looked in this box, so I haven't got a clue what we're going to come up against or anything like that at all. So, take the lid off and have a butcher's. So, big box, not such a big amount of plastic by the looks of it. We'll put this to one side for a moment. What we got here, we got one bag of screws, a small decal sheet with no stencil data or very little stencil data, which after doing that flipping F15 is a touch, to be honest. Put them at one side. We've got our instruction sheet and a small fret of a photo etch, which actually, although a little bit thicker than usual, is very nice. Cockpit sides, windscreen, seat belts, backs of the seats. Yeah, nice. But we'll go look at that in a moment. Okay, let me just put this away. 1 second, and we'll have a quick look at what we've got here, how it goes together. Just checking you can see everything. Yep. Right, so we've got part codes here, which is odd for us for aftermarket stuff. your sprue call out. So there's basically 3 sprue call outs, 3 sprues, your transparencies, and your photo etch simples. We've got our color call outs in ammo from MIG. Great if you're going to do acrylic. Vallejo, Mr. Color, Tamiya, acrylic, and Humbrol enamels. Now, Mr. Color doesn't have them all. Tamiya doesn't have them all. Humbrol doesn't have them all. Vallejo doesn't have them all. The only ones that have them all is MIG and Alclad, believe it or not. Anyway, we'll come into this, how we're building that. So we've got our seats going together, 3-piece seats with ejection pulls all there. Going in, just building the seat up, and then you've got pads, your seat, you know, your actual cushion pads. Got your seat belts with the photo etch going on. You're building 2 of those. It's a 2-seater, obviously. So then we go into the actual cockpit area. 2 dashes, 2 instrument panels, your foot pegs, and basically your joysticks or your control column. Okay, so it looks like we don't have no photo etch for that. No, we're purely painting that. Suits me. Gives you a good color call or good call out on how to paint it, where to call it. Then we're looking straight into the underbody, which is 1 large piece. Don't know how this works. And your fuselage sections, telling you to open some holes, which is fine. Then you've got the wheel well, which goes onto the cockpit section when you've built it. Then it all sandwiched in as per usual, with a little bit of detail and going on the side walls, both sides, which is nice. Then we've got our wings coming down. I mean, you can ask questions at any time. It's not an issue as we're going along, whether it's for Alclad or anything else. So we're going down. We've got the top wings going down with the wheel wells going on there. Your engine nacelles going down. You've got your bomb racks for both sides, and this is exactly the same, but the other side. And I'll go through this a bit quick, but we've got an hour, a little bit more if we need to. So we've got the tail going on, the rear of the canopy going on. It says add weight. It doesn't tell you how much, just add it. I'll send it Vinny a message and find out how much. Some more bits and bobs going on, which are the activators for the ailerons or the flaperons, whatever you want to call them. Your wheels going on into the wheel wells. They do look quite detailed, I will admit. And you've got a focused view to show you exactly what's going down, which is lovely. I'll enjoy that. That's good. Okay, ouch. And we've got a very, very sharp will it float on your bike, son? Okay, your undercarriage doors going on, your flaps going down and in, indicator lights, your aerials, a little bit of photo etch going on for the side strengthening areas, and the same on the bottom, your aerials going on, some other doors. And then we come to our cockpit cover, or I'm losing the plot tonight. I'm sorry, I'm that tired. But there you go. You got PE to go on to the hood. I'll get it right in a minute. There you go. Anyway, props going in, and your tail plane going on with some more PE at the rear. You got central pylons, a small tank ×2. You got the 500-gallon tank. You got the BRU 42As, the tier racks, and it doesn't say anything about missiles and bombs, which is odd to do that and not given to you. Can it be? That's the word I'm looking for, mate. Thank you. Okay, then you've got your color callouts in MIG, which is fine by me, although I will change them over. And you've also got the darker version call out, which has got the FS numbers, which we can put them through. Well, let's see what the plastic says, mate. I'm a bit disappointed there's no Well, there ain't no weapons. There's literally the tanks, which I suppose it would be on this. There you go. Right, let's put that over there for a second. We'll look at the decals first. Now, the decals, they're cartograph. They're going to be perfect. They're designed by two Bobs. They're very thin and they're satiny. I'll give them that. They're a bit satiny. I would prefer them to be a little bit less shiny. I know I can see the cameras blurring it out, but if I put it there, you can see it. So we've got a Uruguayan Air Force and an Argentinian Air Force. I know which one I'll be doing. We'll see. Anyway, put them away, and we come to our little photo etch. I shan't get it out because it's standard kinetic photo etch. It gives you little aerials, antennas. You've got your canopy edging, bit of seat work, some mirrors. Very nice. At least they include it. A lot of kits don't. So that's nice. Then we come, let's do our transparencies first. A little bit different way that I'd normally do it. At least they're bags I can redo up again. Okay, so let me just see what that's like. I have got a mark on my canopy, which is a shame. That'll polish out. But the canopy itself, I have to admit, is perfect. It's very, very clear. Oh no, I know it's a clear piece. You're going to laugh at me. But it's clear and it is perfectly moulded. Slide moulded by the looks of it. There is no seam line across the top, which is fantastic. Saved me digging it all out and polishing it all up again. Very, very nicely done and very intricately done. Right, excuse me if I put this straight away. Don't forget, at half an hour this will click off, but it will come back immediately. Right, so we have our 3 screws. I'm trying to remember how much it cost, but I must again say thank you to Robert Alclad for supplying both these kits. I do appreciate it. Right, let's put that bag in there. Crunchy bags, very well made. Anyway, right. The kit. Now, I have looked at the Pucara at Flixton, but not closely. So I can't tell you what the panel lines are like until the weekend when I go and have a look at it. It's quite a hard plastic, the kinetic plastic, but still looks very, very nice. Just having a look around it. Very nice riveting and very, very nice engraved panel lining. The riveting is actually raised. Can you hear that? Put that to the mic. You should be able to hear this. Can you hear that? It is raised, but it is very, very, very fine. So, looking around it, the detail is spot on. These flaps have their actuators already on them. I'm going to be very careful not to lose them. And looking around, it looks very nice. Although the riveting detail on the fuselage is raised in places. On the wings it isn't, which I suppose it would be in real life. But the inside of the cockpit has got detail, moulded in anyway, and looks really nice. Very sharply moulded. It's quality. So we've got no sink marks in the way or to see whatsoever when she's built. So that looks nice. Put that up there for a second. Well, we've got more than one sprue, 3 sprues. There's loads here. I'm just doing them as they come out. So on this one, we've got some of the actuators for the undercarriage. We've got there's 2 sprues of this, obviously both sides of the engine, and 2 seat systems going in there with your drop tanks, your smaller drop tanks. The props are lovely. No flash at all. Looks really, really nice. The wheels, although it did say bulged wheels, I did read that right, didn't I? Sure I did. These are not bulged. Oh, yes, they are. It looks like what they've done is taken a little file to it and gone down the side. It looks horrible they're doing it. A little file down on the side, just in here, and just wiped a bit off. I wouldn't say they're not what I would call bulged, but there you go. The engine nacelles looking lovely. Looks really, really nice. And on this one, we've got another set of wheels. Again, they're just slightly sanded off. I would not call them bulging. And they don't look like they're just dead straight as well. Or are they? There's a little tiny bit of bulge at the bottom, but nothing spectacular. Then we've got our undercarriage, which looks really nice and detailed and crisply molded. Everything on here looks great. All your antennas, very, very nicely done. That's a double of the last one with the engine nacelles on. Then we come to the last sprue. Well, that was quick anyway, which is our wings. And again, we have, it's not raised, but I believe these are on there to help make the ailerons or the flaperons, whatever they are, ailerons on the end here, work better, which you could easily cut them down and make them movable. The cockpit is detailed to heck. The cockpit sides, if you're able to paint them, they look really, really nice. They look really good. The wheel wells are superbly detailed with riveting, raised detail. Really, really nice. A little bit of wiring, and that's going to bring them right up. Your 500-gallon tank has riveted, not riveted, sorry, I do apologize, raised and riveted detail. And the under section, I don't know if this is going to pick it up very easily. If I just put it, there you go. If you see that center section there at the front, the level of detail is fantastic and looks really, really nice. And all engraved rivet. But that cockpit is going to be a dream. It's slightly raised, as in the sections are slightly raised, so it should be a lot easier to paint. Very, very nice. Yeah. Racks.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No, go away. Sorry, Siri. The instrument panels, basic but workable. Not a problem with them. You can paint those quite easily. Looking around, it is what it is. It's a Pucara kit in 148. It is highly detailed. Don't know what it goes together, although I've seen a few built. The usual suspects have been given their pre-productions, and have built some nice ones. Vinny himself has built some nice ones, and they are just quickly. Now, I like these. A lot of people don't, but I actually like the way that these are connected to the sprue. So that looks good. So, Vinny, I'm quite impressed, mate. I did message him to say I'll be reviewing it tonight live. So if he turns up, all well and good. I think that's fantastic. I think they've done a lovely job of that. So I'm just going to put it back in the bags for now. To be honest, I was expecting more plastic. That's the truth of the matter. But I'm not disappointed in the detail. I'll put that in later. Let's put that there for a minute. So yeah, that was the Pucara by Kinetic, their gold edition. It just seems weird. I don't know what the actual plane is like, whether it has a lot of stencils. But look at these decals. They're very, very nicely done. But it would have been nice to have decals for the instrument panels to help people paint them, or to help people who won't paint them. I'll have a go, as per usual. Anyway, great kit, Benny. Well done, mate. Well done, Kinetic. I hope it goes together better than that F18 that I did. Now, I haven't even opened this box up yet, Fred. To be truthful, I haven't looked. I'm scared. As I said, I've done a car before, a lot of years ago. But I'm going to give this one a go. And it's not going to be a usual colour. I've already decided that. It's not going to be blue, it's not going to be red, and it's not going to be white. Yeah, the fun bit. Thanks, pal. I have got some ideas to do it with. I've got all the paint here. Obviously, it's from Alclad, so everything's here. It will be done in a candy colour. It will be done with a chrome base, but I'm not telling you which chrome. And it will be a little bit different. So, anyway, I suppose do you want me to go through this, or shall I just sit here yapping to myself? It's in 1/24 scale. It's a sports car. It is detailed static mod. Yeah, open it. No, that scares me. I'll try to find a way of painting it, Nick. I don't know yet. I'm going to have some fun with it. Hello, Richard. Yeah, I know, mate. You can blame our mate Fred Foot for that. He don't know, but if I get stuck with this, I'm going to drive to Scotland and beat him up. But yeah, yeah, I don't want to open the box. I'm going to. Anyway, let's go round it first. So, this is all in Japanese. That's a bonus. I mean, I ain't got a build it, so I can't speak Japanese. Yeah, but I like haggis, mate. You know I do. Okay, right. Let's go through it. Let's do it then. I'll have to get a can of drink in a minute because my mouth is like the Sahara Desert. Right, so nip in, nip out on the box. Yeah, run away, mate, is what I'm going to do, Nick. Right, so we have kit number 3. Oh my God. 24, 34, 6, 3,800 and 346. You name it. But I don't think this is a very old kit. I haven't looked it up, so I don't know much about it. So on this side, we've got our colour options, which we shan't be using. I promise you that. The blue, the liquid red, the frozen white. And on the other side, about the Ford GT. It's a car. That's all I know. And we've got shadow black. And 4 of those colours we're not using. So there you go. That told you, didn't it? Right. Oh, God. Oh, it's white. Oh, a bonus. So, I'm not going to get these out of the bag. I'm just going to look through the bag unless I need to. Because I want to keep these safe. This will be going on the bench as soon as the F15's done. And I might do it live. I haven't decided yet. But I'm actually, these chrome wheels don't look too bad, so I might just leave them as they are. Normally I'll stick them in Dettol and get rid of the chrome. But as they look so good, I might, let me just move this out of the way. So I'll do it from the bottom. Let me put the box upside down here. Looking at that chrome, like I said, it looks very, very nice. So I might just leave it at that for now. So, yep, they look good. 5 spokes or 6, well, 10 spoke. Remove and colour. Yeah, whatever. I'll have to get some Dettol. There's not much available at the moment. So, yeah, they look cool. And then we got the Translucence or the Transparent. Now, I'm going to get these out because I like to look at these closely. Right, so we have the main, or is it the rear screen or the main? That's the main screen. Off the sprue, but not scratched, luckily. And they're very, very thin. And absolutely transparent, and there's not a lot you can say about that. That's perfect. The rear part looks good. The window sections look good. Or the engine part, I should say, the rear diffuser part looks really nice. The headlights, got a trick for them too, but I'm keeping that one stub. Yeah, all right. Okay, I'll strip them. I will strip them and get them painted. I'm just going to put this back in here carefully. Fred rules. Okay. I have to find something for Fred to build. That'll frighten him. There you go. That was your 30. Oh, hang on. Let's get it. Let me just put something in front of it so it focus. I don't like that. Hang on. Oh. Put the box in front. Sorry, I need to get it to focus because this is done with a DSLR camera and not a standard camera, so it tends to play about. There you go. Right, put them back in there. Apologies for that. That means I've been yapping on for half an hour. Right, here we go. The body was stapled. That's a weird shape, isn't it? I know you build it out, but everything looks really nice. I'm gonna have to open them sections of the door a bit. I can't leave them like that. That looks horrid. I'll open those doors up. The engraving, it just doesn't look deep enough, the engraving. Let's see if I can show you. It's a very shallow engraving. But it's got panel lines where the doors open, mate. That's it. When they are panel lines, they're not engraved. They're engraved panel lines. So I'll cut those out and I'll make those and the bonnet as well. Or I say the bonnet, the suitcase area, or the briefcase, I believe it is. But yeah, detail it all out, spray it inside and out. I was thinking that, to be honest with you, mate, because if I'm going to cut them open, I might as well have them open, mightn't I? The plastic is very, very shiny, which is going to be good for what I'm planning on. So, rivets and panel lines. Cheeky. Oh, there's loads of parts. So, I'm just going to open this quick. I'm actually starting to like the look of this, I hate to say. So, we've got the tub without seats. Where are the seats? Oh, they're in there. Multicoloured sprues, these are. Let's get rid of that. Oh, door panels looking okay, nothing special. It looks pretty good, to be honest. The front edge, the rear quarters. I'm learning, see? Quarter panels. There you go. Quarter panels. Light section. I'm just trying to work out the other bits I'm going to do to it, whether I can get it in there. But there you go. I'll find a way. Yeah, looks really, really nice. Fred, just go on to scale, mates, and see what year this was produced. It can't be that old, because it's the newer shape version. Then we come on to what our engine looks like. Our seats. Again, very, very nice. Everything's crisply moulded, so this isn't very old, I'm sure. The seats look good, if a little bit heavy. It's 28 to 29. Oh, good. Excuse me. Steering wheel. The exhaust nozzles. You know, we have to paint them. I wonder if they got afterburners. You got all your systems, I'm just looking at this and I think, oh, radiators, which all need drilling out. 2019 new tool. Oh, right. It wasn't overly pricey, I don't think. I'll be honest, I don't look at the price. But, yep, I must say that's very nicely done. The engine is nice. That's going to have a little bit of detail and a little bit extra done to it. So, yeah, that's cool. Right, let's put this one back just for tonight. When it comes out again, who knows? Right, so we have our black bit, which is the under tray. Our front and rear diffusers. See, I do know what I'm talking about, really. A dash set up here, which is right-hand drive, which is wrong because they should. Is it right? Wrong? No, it's right, isn't it? Right hand. So it's made for the British market. That's odd. You'd have thought that. Oh yeah, I'll drill it all out. Don't you worry, boy. That's all planned. The rear strakes on the radiator section. Look out, we've got a Dudley joined us. Yeah, look, very, very nice. Very crisply molded. Looks good. Are you going to stand there over me and watch me do it, Fred? So I don't mess it up. And then we have a couple of little sheets. A decal sheet, 2 decal sheets, which is quite nice for the Brembo, for the brakes. Yeah, look really nice actually. Excuse me, see, I'm tired. It will all be primed. I prime every single thing that I do, Andrew, whether it's the smallest little bit to the biggest bit. Every single bit gets primed with, normally with microprimer and, microfiller and microprimer, but this has got to have something special done to it. So I've got to keep stum. Otherwise, Fred will get excited and wet himself. But, yep, that looks nice. That's all registered, a bit thick, but we'll see. We've got our bonnet and rear and roof stripes, which we will not be using. I promise you that. When I do it, it will be masked and done properly. So we'll be using that. And we have a set of masks, which are, yeah. Oh no, these are die cut. That's a first. I expected these to be cut out ones, or to have them to cut them out. But no, brilliant. We can do that. I might even use a mask set and cheat, like Fred does all the time. Cook at me on back somehow. So yeah, very thin kabuka tape, but yeah, brilliant. If they come with it, use them. Yeah, you cheat, mate. But I just go through the old instructions. Yeah, that is a result, mate. I didn't expect that. So we've got a bit of blurb, which obviously I'll do a freeze frame, and you can go to Google and get Google Translate, because I ain't got a clue what that says. And there's a bit at the they're a bit at the top there. That's our bit. I struggle to read English, let alone Japanese. And then we've got our typical Tamiya instruction booklet. So read before assembly. Don't sniff the glue much. So it's basic. It just tells you everything in Tamiya as usual. So they want you to do the doors, the entire side of the doors and everything else first. I ain't got a clue where I've got to start on this. Then you've got the rear going on, the quarter panels going on, which is a bonus because once you've got those on, I can then spray that separately. So I'm happy to do that. Certain parts we sprayed different colours. Ooh, it's looking complicated, Fred. I think I'm on my way to Scotland. It looks quite easy, to be truthful. It should be fine. So we've got headlight covers going on, headlights being made up there, which we will not be fitting them like that. There is something I'm going to do to those. The headlight sections go in as one. We've got body parts going on, including exhaust, which will be drilled out if they aren't already. You got your masking system all here, which I think is a great idea. Metal transfers, woohoo! So there must be some metal transfers somewhere that I haven't seen. Did I miss them? Oh, there they are. I do apologise. There's your metallic transfers. Forget them, they're crap. So you got the windows going in with your window wipers. Yeah, all looking good. You got your rear wing going down, front suspension going in on the plates. You got the front push rods all going in. I'm learning. Your brake discs going on with polycaps. I haven't seen any of them either. I presume they're here. Front uprights going on, rear uprights going in. All different parts are looking very, very nice. And then we got to make the under panel up. Again, two pieces. Yeah, go run away, Fred. Nicely. Okay, so they go down on the inside. And then you got the dashboard going together, which there are decals. Probably paint it, if I'm honest. Your seats going into the, oh, excuse me, into the habitable, or the interior, or the habitable, which whatever that language that is. Then you got the more interior parts going in and down. Your doors got glue onto the side of the habitable. I doubt if there is on the real thing, mate. So yeah, I mean the engine going together. Obviously, that's going to be painted in Alclad again, metals. And then the under panel all joined at the top, which I like because that means you can spray it all in one hit. Then the wheels, which now seems I've got to take everything off them. And we've got rubber tyres, which is fine on this. I don't mind. I'm not one of these against rubber tyres, to be honest. Right, painting the Ford GT. Options abound for owners of the exclusive Ford GT. 8 different body colours, 7 colours of the stripe, 4 interior schemes, 5 wheel types, 2 carbon, 3 aluminium, 5 different colours of brake caliper. Whoopie-doo. Manual gives instructions for liquid blue body and predominantly black re-entry interior with white accents. Painting instructions details are indicated during assembly. No, Sherlock. So, hang on, let me turn this off now. So we got our basic layout here. Looks great. Yeah, I'm not against doing this now, to be honest. It looks really, really nice. And I'm quite happily going to get into that. Hopefully, starter at the weekend. As I said, it will be a live video build, not like a recorded video. It's going to be live. I found my polycaps, they're in the wheels. Ha! Ha! Nicely detailed wheels, although, you know, you might as well just drawn them on. Not worth the rubber, to be honest. But yeah, looking good. Let's put this back in the box. Ready? Oop, that's separate, that's why. Got that end. I'll do this one and I'll see how I feel. But we'll do that. The Bacara will be after the GT, hopefully. Yes, Roger, I did. Good evening, my friend. Sorry, I completely forgot. I've been rushed off my feet at work. I will get that off to you this evening. I'll try to think what they're called. I've got the email from Rob, which told me what they are, and I will pass it on to you. I do apologise. I said that things have been a bit hectic lately. Ha! Serve you right. I hate tanks. I don't hate tanks. They're not my thing, like cars aren't. But if you're going to make me do a car, mate, I'll make you do a tank as well. So what can we get him to do, Richard? That's going to tax him a little bit. We need something to give him some grief. You know. I don't know. I need a drink. Sorry about this, guys. That's off the Bacara. Blimey. So, a boat. No, he's done a boat. You know, I think he did. What did you do? Victory or Cutty Sark or something like that, Fred? If you can do that, you can do anything. But perhaps the 1 to 200 Titanic would be a laugh for him. Space shop. Now that's a good plan. Yeah. Get him to do the space shuttle. Ha. Oh, you're doing Turpits? Yeah. I have got the 1/200 version of Turpits. Hi, Stephen. Good evening, mate. Said I'll put that there so you can see what we're up to. You ain't got to see my ugly mug. There's no point me setting the camera up again for another 10 minutes. But yeah, I mean, I know the Turpits is good. I have got the 1 to 200 Turpits. I say I've got it. I actually gave it to Mick, I believe. I believe Mick's got it. It's a big kit. It's massive. I have got to build it once at some point. It's just how big it is. But there you go. Okay, so we're here and live. And I've got a sore throat from talking too much, so I need a drink. Right, stay with me. So how's everybody's week been? Has everybody had a good week? I suppose you're all out and about now and shopping at Primark and all that crap. Queuing up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to Primark. No, thanks. Not for me. If it's Hannants, yeah, righto, I'm there. No, it's not arrived yet, mate. I'm waiting for it to come into stock at Hannants. It's not in stock at Hannants yet. The Bacara literally came in Monday and I got it sent straight out. I'm waiting for that and the Lancaster. Herd and cattle. Oh, yeah, because you got yourself a little job now, ain't you? Brilliant. Well done, mate. Oh, no, that's not good, Nick. Which reminds me, I was ringing my son up. He went to hospital today with his heart. Give him a call when I finished here tonight. Ah, Mr. Seaman, I need you to PM me. You won your choice of 3 paints from Alclad. So if you PM me your address, mate, I'll get them sent out to you. I know you want to try them as well. So her who should be a babe picked you out. Hello, Dudley. Picked you out, and you got 3 lots of mil-spec, or your choice, metals or mil-spec, on your way. So just PM me on Facebook, mate, and I'll get them sent out to you. So I hopefully in the next few weeks get a day out at Lakenheath. Not this week, not last week, mate. Well, it was 2 weeks ago actually. Because 3 weeks ago, because the last 2 weeks we didn't have any winners because there weren't enough people. It doesn't look like we're going to get any tonight. RLM 79. Which one's that? 79. Blimey, that's a different one. 78. I'm looking at mine to get an idea which colour was. 75. Oh, you are very close to me, mate. I see that. Darren, you're very, very close to me. I used to work for a guy near where you live. RLM 79. What colour was that, Nick? Sandgelb. Why can't I see it on my list then? Perhaps I'm not worthy and shouldn't have it. And perhaps that's why I ain't got it, if he ain't got it. I know Sandgelb is a heck of a colour to make. I mean, it took me a long while to make it for him last time. And as I don't personally do it for him anymore, because I'm not there anymore. Sand yellow. Nope, I can't see any up there. I'll have to have a look in my other box. I have a couple of boxes in the box in the other room with some extras in. It's not on my list. So, hello, young man. Hello, young William. Hope you're well. Hi, evening, Steve. Sorry, but I was a quick in and out tonight. Well, I literally was shattered, mate. Yeah, that's going on the bench at the weekend. I'm sure it did sang. Oh, I know who I did Sandgelb for, and that weren't for Alclad. It was for another company I worked for. It was horrible getting that mixed up. It really was. It took me weeks. I've got that other sorted for you, William, as well. And I do sit here with it in my hand, by the way. And I'm not talking about other bits. It was Signal Brown I was looking at, which is RAL 8020. But no, I know, mate. Thank you. There is another colour that's close to Sandgelb, which could be tinted to it, but it's a nightmare. I know where I can get hold of Sandgelb, but then I don't do a lot of armour. Or is that an aircraft colour, RLM, in it? It's not being done in that, old fella. It's going to be a complete overhaul. Yeah, very close to Middlestone. I agree. That was the colour I was thinking of. Yeah, no, this is not going to be the standard colour, and it's not going to be the standard finish. So we're going to keep it a little bit different this time. But I have my ideas. Pantone. Pantone are actually extremely hard to match. I did have one of their books, a Pantone book, but they're I think they're American, if I believe, and I was never asked to mix up any Pantone. So, but I mean, there are other companies out there that I used to mix paints for, but not anymore. In what respect, Steve? You mean you're doing the are you doing the standard metallic P51, or are you doing the British painted P51? Depends on what color the nose is. I mean, most of the nose on the top, the anti-glare was olive drab or black. Yeah, he has such funny ideas, that bloke. Yeah, normally olive drab or black for the top of the anti-glare. They do the red, which is the signal red. On which model are you doing, Steve? Or which version? Is it the... Because there's so many different noses. All the colours are done in Alclad. So you've got the yellow. The trainer yellow is also the yellow nose. We've got the red nose, which is the signal red. That's your standard red nose for the Tuskegee Airmen. God rest their souls. They're nearly all gone now. There's the blue, the signal blue, the royal blue, the Mustang proper blue nose for the Bodney ones. There's a lot out there. It literally depends. That's easy. That's ALC 125 high speed silver, which was designed for that purpose. It is for that and the metallic Spitfires, the and also the Maltese Spitfires, which were about back then. Oh dear. So, good question, no? I don't think I'm going to do it Wednesdays. I'm thinking about doing it another day, to be honest. Right. Start again. It depends if it's a show bird or a war bird. Now, a show bird, I would recommend the new High Shine Chrome or High Shine Aluminium. If it's a warbird, then I would go with polished aluminium. Or, of course, you could go as far as the airframe aluminium, which is designed for that aircraft. But there is a but with that. The finish needs to be absolutely perfect. So you would need a really good finish on the primer to get that to work properly. But if you watch the live, Steve, I'll show you how to use the primer and everything on this car. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that. Did I really say that? But yeah, cool. High Shine Chrome is a fantastic one. It's brand new. It'll be out very shortly. It's not released quite yet. Rob has finished working on it. I know it's being bottled. It's just being labelled. So it will be available very, very soon. And it is very tough. I think what I'll do, Richard, is I'll keep Wednesday nights for literally just perhaps the odd kit review or a typical, like Steve, asking decent questions, that sort of thing. I'm going to carry this on now. It's going to be every week. I mean, there'll be the odd weeks I won't be here, or I have to work late sometimes and call off late. Yeah, High Shine Chrome's a great one to go for, mate. So yeah, I'm going to try and carry on and go live on a different evening. I'm not sure which evening yet. I've got to be a little bit careful, not overlap people that do it. But yeah, all cool. Right, well, I'm afraid that's my hour up. I have a sore throat. I'm ready for my bed. So we have a quick cup of tea and I'm going to my pit. So I hope you all have a great week. I've got your address. Yeah, if you can give us a couple of weeks, mate, and I'll be there. All right. In fact, what I'll do, I'll try and get a bottle here. I've got a bottle here, but it's not even labelled. It's shiny as something he's called it, and it is. It's beautiful. So if you can hang on maybe a couple of weeks, let that old. No, you don't have to put the primer underneath it. They're all etch primers, so they all work well. All right, guys. Well, have a great night and a great week, and I'll see you next week. There you go again. I ain't gone yet. I did that because that's an hour. So good evening all. Take it easy. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now.